Action. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? I'm Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
And this is Lex, back at it again.
What's going on, Lex? The Lex level. What is up over there, man? How you doing over there, sir?
It's going good, man. It's going good. Life is good. Just excited for the new year, and I think we're getting started into the season where like the big movies are going to start coming out, and so yes. I'm super stoked.
Yeah, man. We got a great, I'm happy it's the weekend. Had a stressful day at work. Well, not really too stressful, but just like, just one of those days where you're just like, why am I here? Yeah. Like, why am I doing this? Or in your case, why am I on the computer? What am I doing right now? It's like, dude, you get in those modes, guys, just like everyone else that, everyone out there, guys, you know what we're talking about. But hey, it's the weekend, ladies and gentlemen, Friday night. Let's get started. Super Bowl this coming Sunday is going to be epic. The battle, it's an underdog story. Maybe they'll make it into a movie. You never know, depending how great the game is.
The game, yeah.
But to top it all off, man, that huge lineup, it's in a halftime show, man. I'm excited. How many times do you think they're gonna smoke weed on stage? How many times are you gonna dude? Snoop Dogg's gonna be like smoking weed in the corner after he does Bust a Flow, and then Dr. Dre, man, that lineup. But let's admit it, man, that lineup is a killer. That lineup is just insane. And then come to find out, I don't know if you heard. I know we're throwing off topic here, but I don't know if you heard, actually, Ice Cube, E40, they're coming to San Antonio in April.
Ice Cube and wait,
E40.
Is it like a tour or?
Yeah, it's like a small little tour. They're coming straight to San Antonio.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, no way. I feel like I would have seen that.
No, they're coming, dude. They're coming. But all right, let's get started. They're coming, dude. I'm just
gonna look it up because I'm gonna save it just because I'll forget, dude.
Yeah. All right, guys. yeah, dude. Check it out, man. They're coming to San Antonio's 210, guys. All right, let's get right to it. How excited are you, man? We got the Batman topics coming out this week, ladies and gentlemen. So the Batman, if you were able to snag your tickets, let us know in the comments down below, because according to Deadline, let's talk about this, man, because I'm excited for the Batman. I know the Batman's one of the top priority movies of the year right now. How excited are for you? I mean, is this your number one anticipated movie of the year, Lex? Or
I think so. No, there's. I mean, yeah, it's very close to number one. If not number one, actually, like if you put me in the spot right now, like I'd say, like which one beats the Batman? I can't really pinpoint it, but I know there's a couple that I'm really excited about. But yeah, dude, Batman's such a cool character. Y'all know that I'm primarily a Superman fan, but I've never my fandom for Superman has never been like at the expense of Batman. Like I've never thought like, oh, Batman's a chump or whatever. Mm-hmm. I mean,
whoa! Those are some fighting words.
That's what I'm saying. I've never thought about that, but like I know during Batman vs Superman, I'd say some jokes here and there, but no, man. And Robert Pattinson's such a great actor that I'm so excited for him to like prove the world wrong. Like for those that doubted him, and I mean, dude, it just looks great. Everything I've seen from the Batman is like A1, dude. So I don't see the movie doing us wrong.
Exactly, man. It's okay. So I'm going to say it right now. You could quote on me. You could write it down. I don't care. You could bring it up later. I'm saying it right now, ladies and gentlemen. For me, as of right now, the number one, and this is coming from like, an artistic critic. I don't just review. This platform right here. I said it from the beginning of this podcast. I haven't mentioned it in a while, but this platform is not just for comic book movies, it's for all movies, including the movie that just came out recently, which was Jackass. It's all about movies, man. And that's the thing about this, this, I don't know about you, but this is just beautifully shot. I love the way the scenes are. I just love the way that it just looks so great. This is my number one anticipated movie of the year, man. This really is, just because it's my heart and soul is in the Batman. I mean, he's my number one character, I would say, as of right now. And then number two would be Superman, because I'm gonna say it right there. I know it's a kind of a weird place to put Superman right under right under Batman. And then of course number 3 for me is probably going to be Spider-Man, and then number 4, Dr. Fate. It always switch it up, right? Dr. Fate is always, depending what kind of mood I am in, really. Just because Dr. Fate always has like that emotional grasp that I so much love in a comic book, or just in general, just the whole storyline. I love his storyline. I love Dr. Fate's storyline, and yeah. But according to Deadline, guys, Warner Brothers put tickets on sale for a special preview on the Batman on Tuesday morning to be held in IMAX on March 1st, and the showtimes at 300 locations, quote unquote. This is a quote according from Deadline, sold out immediately. Now, Lex, you said you were not able to get your tickets. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was stupid. The website that showed the locations at the very bottom, if you scroll down, it said like available. I forget what day it was, but like the day that everyone got them, it said that date, and then 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Eastern time, which makes it 11 p.m. our time here, Central time. And so the next morning, like I don't bother to look because it was like I already know what time they're gonna go on sale based on that. Like I'm a tune in that time, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes beforehand. And no, like in the morning, in the afternoon, it was like 11 or 12 p.m.
Yeah.
And people are telling me like they already got theirs. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy. So I then tried looking at the websites where they didn't, like March 1st didn't even show up. It was just March 2nd, March 3rd, etc. Or not March 2nd, but March 3rd, etc.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't get it for March 1st. The March 2nd showing, there was a March 2nd. It was at movie theaters that I don't like and I don't go to. Yeah. So I decided to get March 3rd, but we're gonna go early. So we're gonna be like one of the first showings on March 3rd.
Where are you seeing it at?
Evo. It's the one,
yeah,
with one of the shirts. They don't have IMAX, but they have AVX, which is a second to me, like an IMAX. It's just as big. Like
I mean, but it's not IMAX though.
Dude, honestly, I've been to both, and I don't.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Yes. I have been. I've been Santikos AVX and Santikos Atmos.
No, Evo is wait. No, you're right. Santikos has AVX. Evo has something else. It's called something else.
Oh, that's kind of similar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then, no. Okay. I'm gonna say no. But coming from watched in Regal, watched in AMC. I mean, AMC IMAX is great too. But that was a long time ago when I saw it in theaters. At that theater, at least for a showtime. So it's definitely, I'm gonna see it on the biggest screen possible. And when I knew tickets were on sale, I saw, because Warner Bros. Did a random post, right? It's like, this is weird to me how Warner Bros. Is so behind this movie, man. Isn't that strange to me? I mean, it doesn't seem so far long ago. No, look, let's be honest here. It doesn't feel so long ago where like they were talking crap about Zack Snyder and saying, "Oh, we got to change this. We got to change this." It doesn't feel so long ago, and to bring that perspective, it's like they're so behind this movie. It's like, no, we're gonna have, because let's be honest here, that screening that I'm gonna go. So I was able to get tickets if anyone knows. I was able to get tickets. IMAX Palladium, guys, that Tuesday night. Come to find out, that's actually the premiere night of Hollywood in Chinese theater. So that's insane that they're doing it literally opening. They rarely do that. Usually it's like a week before, like a few days before. Oh, we'll get the premiere. We'll see a bunch of photos. We'll see Robert Pattinson. Maybe we'll see the Bat statue there. Like, dude, like the Batmobile, you never know. But to be honest, we get into this idea of like, dude, this is weird how Warner Bros. Is so behind this Matt Reeves film. But the way this is shot, the marketing behind it, I mean, dude, this is insane. Like, we're living in a time where DC could restart it all. This could be the year for DC to change that nasty taste of food that a lot of people didn't like. And in my perspective, though, my point of opinion, ladies and gentlemen, I love the Zack Snyder cut. I love the Justice League movie. But again, not a lot of people did. Not a lot of people liked the runtime. And look at this runtime. This runtime's 3 hours. I'm sorry, 2 hours and 55 minutes, I believe, to be exact. But I mean, 3 hours. Let's run it up. 3 hours. And I mean, dude, this movie looks so damn good, man. Like the way it's shot, the way Robert Pattinson. I love how this is like Batman's been around just for like a year, so he's gonna do some pretty messed up things. I feel like this is where he's gonna get conflicted with himself so much. There's so many different shots in here where we see Robert Pattinson really come in and like he's like staring into like darkness, because I feel like I feel like he might kill in this one. Again, I feel like he might do it. I feel like he might accidentally kill somebody on accident out of anger, out of spite, and it might reach that dark level and then that's why that could be the origin story to why he chooses not to kill. Yeah. Again, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the creative mind that Rat Reeves has done in the past, and I love his storytelling. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was just that's one of my favorite movies out of the franchise there that he's done. It's just the writing looks good so far. I mean, everything looks beautifully shot here. I'm so excited to see Selena Kyle. I'm so excited to see their chemistry together. Zoe Kravitz, Robert Pattinson. I'm excited for this movie, man. I really am for this year. And speaking of this year, let's go ahead and talk about a special DC reaction video that came out called "The Heroes We Need." I mean, is anticipating killing you, man, or is it because it's killing me, dude? I already bought
we can get started, man.
I already bought like 4 shirts, man. I already bought 4 shirts of the Batman. Have you bought your shirt yet, Lex?
I bought one DC Fandom 2 years ago. I've had a Batman shirt for it's a year and a half because it was in October. So a year and a half ago, I've had a shirt from the Batman movie.
There you go.
I haven't bought more, but I mean, it's ready to go.
Dude, I bought 4 more shirts. No, you know what? It was 3 because one of them's Coco. Never mind. I bought 4 shirts. One of them's Coco. Yeah. But put all the comments down below, ladies and gentlemen. Where are you going to see the Batman? Are you going to see the Batman opening night on that premiere fan exclusive event, or are you going to see it opening night Thursday? And let us know in the comments down below, and we'll get to them as soon as we can. And heard one time Snoop Dogg was 3 hours late to a show in San Antonio. You could be right, man. Maybe he was just getting high. I don't know. I got my Batman tickets. Awesome, David Lozano. Awesome, man. I'm excited for you. Fight. Oh, man, we're talking about about Superman and oh, dude. Talk about it. I got my tickets for 3 p.m. on opening Thursday for the Batman. Awesome, dude. Awesome, brother. Awesome, man. Excited, dude. I don't know if you are as much as I am. What's up, Max? What's Gucci? What's up, dude? What's going on, brother Max? Can't wait for this movie. I know, man. I really can't either. 3 hours long. Film sounds rad. Yes, it does, man. We'll get more into the comments in a little bit, guys. And what up, Richard? What up, cuz? What up? That's one of my primos. All right, let's get right to it, man. Let's talk.
What could be greater than a king?
Oh, wait. Oops. Sorry.
I was like...
Wait, we'll start this right now. Sorry.
Who are you under there? What are you hiding?
My son dreamt of a better world. That's why he saved me.
You can go to any timeline, any universe. What? Why'd fight to save this one?
Oh, man.
What could be greater than a king?
Dude.
A hero.
Oh, my God.
I just got goosebumps.
Oh, psycho. Oh.
If we don't stand up, no one will.
Come with us.
Oh,
There's a glorious world out there.
Dr. Fate! Oh, dude. Dr.
Waiting
Fate!
for you.
Are you in?
Dude, man. All right. Wow. What incredible. I mean, that just looks beautiful. So what I did notice in this shot, because we get a real quick shot that I noticed right away, it looks like the Dr. Fate whole costume, like the whole, when he puts on the helmet and everything, it looks like it's all CGI from that photo.
I don't think so. I mean, that's
he is carrying a helmet that I noticed, but I don't know if it's like the actual, like, if it's just for the green screen, you know, like if it's actual green screen helmet. Or like, because they did that a lot in Zack Snyder cut, where like the capes of the Batman, or the Batman cape and the Superman cape in the Man of Steel.
Yeah, but
yeah, like that was all CGI. So
I mean, maybe the cape here is real, but I don't know. I feel like there has to be like a practical version of the suit. Yeah. It's probably padded because like it doesn't, like it's not going to use the body of Pierce Brosnan, but I don't know. It looks really good. I'm pretty sure, like, because I think even the Hawkman, like,
dude, he looks
his
good.
Suit, they've shown shots of his suit like in pieces. So I mean, the wings may be CGI, but I don't think like the whole thing. So I'm assuming the same thing with Dr. Fate.
Dude, that'll be killer if the freaking wings are like actually legit, like real, and they just CGI to make it like they CGI certain parts. Like let's just say half of the wings are real, or like I don't know. It's hard to. I'm just throwing out ideas. Maybe half of the wings are real, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, part of it actually might be that. Like sometimes they create like a piece that goes up to here, and then the rest gonna be like CGI.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, that looks beautifully done, man. I love this. This DC lineup is crazy. Can you believe it, Lex? We're getting 3 Batmans. If you know, this is the year where we're getting 3 Batmans in the history. Yes, 3 Batmans.
Oh, we're getting Ben Affleck's gonna be in the okay.
And Michael Keaton. Dude, I mean, can you get any more Batman? Like, dude, Batman is all day, every day. Where's Superman at? Where's Superman? Can you tell me?
That's not my decision, man. Like, they made the choice.
No. Where's Superman?
We got 3 Supermen in the CW's like.
Nah, that don't count. That don't count. That don't count. Oh god.
From the movie Superman
I know.
Returns.
Oh my god.
And it was Tyler Hoechlin and an evil version of him. That was 3. That was 3 Supermans.
Dude, I just can't get it. I know you brought up the show, but I just don't like the show, man. I really
Which
don't. Superman Lois. I'm not digging it.
It's because you're biased.
No. Oh, here we go, dude. It's like, you know,
I haven't. I could.
Okay, if they brought back Smallville, or like try to bring back that small essence of Smallville, I would be kind of interested in it. But it's like a Superman to me. I mean, we grew up with it, you know. Smallville is always to our hearts, and the fact that they're relying on the old Superman show, and it's working for a lot of viewers. It really is. And by all means, if you love that show, put on comments down below. I'm glad that you love it, because at least somebody's enjoying a Superman of our time right now, because we don't know what the hell's going on over there. I want Henry Cavill back. I want him back. I don't give a about what's going on in the past. Forget the past. Look to the future, DC. Look to the future, Warner Brothers. Let it go. Let bygones be bygones. Stop saying, oh, it has Zack Snyder. We're not going to put our hands around it or whatever. And stop the drama and put Henry Cavill in. I mean, dude, this guy works out with the Superman logo, like shirt and everything. Like, dude, I don't know how many more hints. Like, he's staying in shape for it. Like, he's always in shape, dude. And he always gives, like, on his Instagram, he's always like, you know, Superman this. He has like a Superman cup. It's like weird. It's like he's like telling his social media people like, hey guys, I mean, come on, Superman. Hey, like little, come on. It's not all of a sudden there. Like there's a reason behind it. And it's because he wants to be that character. And I feel like he could go in depth on that character. I mean, I loved Man of Steel. I really did. I loved it so much. You know, at the time when Man of Steel first came out, we weren't able to. I didn't have Alamo City Movie Talk, this platform as I have now. Thankful to this, but I didn't have this platform, and I regret. Maybe we'll do a Man of Steel review, me and you, Lex. Maybe we'll do one.
I'd be down, man.
Yeah, that'll be down. Yeah, definitely. But that looks awesome, man. Now we're shifting gears a little bit. I know. Let's see what. What do you guys think of Alfred's secret is? See, and okay, so there's that argument. I feel that I know I'm too loud, guys, because I'm excited. I feel that Alfred told Riddler who the Batman is, but at the time though, it kind of feels like, again, I could be totally wrong here. This is my scenario. What's gonna happen? The Batman and the Riddler were best friends or somewhat good colleagues, school friends. It could be anything, right? They grew up together. Maybe they're in the streets together whenever Wayne was just like he didn't want anything to be a part of the family anymore. When his parents died, he resented them. He wanted to rebel out. That could be there. You know, to me, it feels like that Alfred told the best friend because maybe the Riddler wasn't around just yet. Maybe Batman, because let's be honest here, we don't know the timeline. We don't know if Riddler's been out for like a year as Batman has. Maybe the Riddler the Riddler became the Riddler because of the Batman. You know what I'm saying? Because of that reason. And it looks like they show a lot of shots of like school kids or like kids like in some type of school. A lot of the photos and it's all X'd out. It feels like that obsession there. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like there's an obsession. There's like some kind of narrative to where the Riddler's been around the Batman almost his whole life, if not even. You know, I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. There's a couple comic books that they seem to be taking inspiration of, and maybe like with the Riddler having some sort of like problem with the Waynes, like maybe the Waynes were corrupt and they weren't like they were maybe trying to be philanthropic, and position themselves as like good for the city or whatever, but they might have been corrupt and they might have played a role in Gotham's corruption. And so maybe if Alfred like lied to Bruce about that and not really like maybe Alfred knew the whole time about the Waynes and what they were doing, and in Batman's mission of bettering Gotham in the image of his parents, maybe him finding out that maybe that wasn't the case, like, and that Alfred kept it from him like that, I think that would be pretty. It would make Bruce like question some things and just feel really resentful, I think. So that's kind of my 2 cents.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's obviously some type of strong secret, and it feels like it's really going to narrate the whole story. You know, it feel like it really is, and I love that. You know, I love how it's gonna do that. I love how it's. Sorry, my battery died a little bit, but I feel like this story is really gonna go in depth on that. So I'm excited for that. Can't wait to do it. I bought a DC fandom shirt too. Yeah, awesome, David. Yeah. Awesome. You and Lex, man, y'all both got it. Richard says, honestly, it's hard for me to get into DC. I really wish I had more depth like I do with Marvel, but looking forward to the movies, especially Black Adam. Blimo, cause So here's the thing. With Marvel, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get comedy. You're going to get that same, really, let's be honest here. It's a same formula. With DC, you know, it's kind of hard because like they had Zack Snyder trying to figure out the formula, and then it was working for certain fans, diehard fans, but it wasn't working for the average moviegoers, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. So the average moviegoers were not digging it because they're like, this ain't Marvel. Oh, Marvel does this better. Marvel does that better. It's like, okay, calm down. That's Marvel. DC's just trying to develop their characters right now. I mean, look at the circumstance. I always bring up the same circumstance. Zack Snyder, he had to bring a whole freaking universe together in one movie. One of us gave him an ultimatum, pretty much saying, we need you to make Dawn of Justice. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's going to be Dawn of Justice. He told everyone, we want a crazy end of the world catastrophe. We want to bring all the characters in. Wonder Woman came out on there. We had the Batman come out on there, and they didn't really give the legway or like the stretch of the relief of getting Henry Cavill to get a second Superman story, or even just develop that story more, because he was the key to the whole universe, or the key to the whole the startup. Like he was supposed to be the Iron Man to what Marvel was, and like start up the DC universe. That's really, let's be honest there. But Warner Bros. Like, we need to catch up. No, take your time. But they told, they said, Zach, just take it and do it. And then look at all the buzz and look at all the crap that came out of it. They don't want anything to do with Zach and all this stuff. And it's like, obviously there's more to that. I'm not going to touch that details up on his personal life. But I mean, it was tough, right? I mean, am I wrong, Lex? It was tough, right?
No, for sure.
Right? Yeah. I mean, to bring that character, I mean, to bring a whole universe in one movie. Look how long did it take for Avengers, the very first one? What was it, 4 movies? 3 movies?
4.
Iron Man 1. It was Iron Man 1. Iron Man 2 came out before Avengers. Captain America.
Incredible Hulk.
Well, I mean,
we'll count it.
Yeah, we'll count it. Incredible Hulk. And then...
you already counted...
Oh my God.
You already counted...
Thor. 5 movies. So technically it took 5 movies to reach Avengers, the very first one. Marvel's The Avengers. It took 5 movies, man. That's all I'm saying. 5 movies. That's it. I'm done. Superman's dog is showing up. Yeah. Oh man. I heard Superman. Hey, you know what I just forgot too is that on the DC lineup for this, we didn't see the Crypto. He's getting an animation movie on theaters.
Well, I think they stuck to live action.
Oh, true. But it still counts. It's still a DC movie, man. What the heck? Come on, man. Come on.
It would have felt weird.
Nah, it would have been funny. The Rock again, and then here's some more of The Rock. It's about strength. It's about power. Yeah, dude. Yeah, put in the work, put in the hours, and take what hours? Who? Yeah. Oh, sorry. I memorized it. Cavill should be brought back, and he wants to play Superman. He may be cast as double. I mean, dude. To be honest, he's holding out on his. In my personal opinion, because he hasn't really taken on any strong lead roles. I feel like he's holding out on his life for Superman.
I don't know. I mean, he's Geralt of Rivia in The Witcher. That's a lead role.
I mean, okay, movies. Let me correct myself then. Movies. Oh. A lead role in movies. If he wants to be casted in 007, by all means, go ahead. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that. It just depends what kind of 007 he's going to be. I could see him as 007, but he needs to not be so built, though, in my perspective there. Because, I mean, unless they could try to incorporate that in there. And that, I mean, if it works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. So let's get right to it. We're switching gears again. We're going straight to Jurassic World Dominion, which comes out June 10th, 2022 of this year, guys. I'm so excited. Let's see. Cavill is probably busy playing one of them. Yeah. Did I see him Instagram? I see his post about that on the PC and everything. That's awesome, man. Hey, let us know in the comments down below if you ever played with Henry Cavill. Maybe you didn't know. Maybe you thought it was him. You never know. You find out, man. Who knows? Maybe Lex had played with Henry Cavill before.
Nah, probably not.
Probably not? Oh, man. You never know. There's always hope, man. Rebellion's built on hope.
One day.
Rebellion's built on hope. Oh, sorry. All right, let's get right to it, guys. If you have not seen the trailer, we're going to watch it right now. I'm excited for this. Jurassic World. Dominion. I'm so excited. I mean, yeah. Let's get started.
I wanted to show them something that wasn't an illusion.
Oh, John Hammond.
Something that was real.
Oh, man, that's cool.
Something that they could see and touch. Creation.
Oh, it's so
Is an act
cute.
of sheer will.
I love that.
Life
That's so fucking cute, man.
will find a way.
We can't keep her here forever.
They find her, we're never gonna see her again. We gotta protect her. That's our job.
Humans and dinosaurs can't coexist. We created an ecological disaster.
Ellie Sattler.
Alan Grant.
Oh,
You didn't come out all this way just to catch up now, did you?
Oh,
Coming
man.
or what?
Oh, my God.
We're racing toward the extinction of our species. We not only lack dominion over nature, we're subordinate to it.
That looked nice.
Dude, that looks crazy good. The shots.
I always come back.
Dude, that looks details.
That's another plane, right?
Not exactly.
Don't move. Bigger. Why do they always have to go bigger?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Dude, this was, I mean, okay, there's certain movies that get me teary-eyed, and the first time I saw this, I was emotional, man. There's certain things that get me teared up. One of them was, of course, seeing Luke Skywalker come back in The Mandalorian, the season finale. Grogu, of course, certain scenes of Grogu. And this, man, I mean, it's crazy because this really hits my childhood because I grew up, watching these movies nonstop. I don't know if you know this, Lex, about me, but I'm gonna go ahead and mention it. I know this is public, but I was kind of a crazy, imaginative kid, and I would pretend I would be a dinosaur as a kid.
You would?
I would.
Yeah.
So like I'll make those sounds. I would do like little Tyrannosaurus Rex, and yeah, I mean, I was diehard dinosaur. Like I wanted to be a dinosaur. I wanted to live life like a dinosaur. I wanted to be strong as a dinosaur. I literally wanted to be a dinosaur. So to see Sam Neill really come back into this role is just to my heart. I mean, I'm so relieved. When I first heard about this, I was like, dude, Sam Neill, I loved him in Jurassic Park, and I also loved him in The Tudors. He was in a TV show in The Tudors. I loved him in that. I don't know. It's just his presence on screen is just phenomenal. I mean, I don't know. Again, that's my little diehard story of me as a childhood. I mean, Lex, what did you think of this trailer, man? I mean, I'm gonna start crying right now. But yeah, what did you think of this trailer?
It was a really good trailer, man. I've always been a fan of the Jurassic Park franchise, and when they came back with this like sequel, not this one, but like as far as like the first Chris Pratt movie and all that stuff. Yeah. I like Chris Pratt, so I was excited for that one. Then the second one, I was like, okay, they're going bigger, that's cool, but I wasn't as excited. I still watched it and enjoyed it. The last movie, Jurassic, instead of Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. Yeah. And then I was worried that this next one, once again, they're going bigger. The end of the last one kind of set this one up. The premise was interesting on how the last one left off, but I was like, well, they're just going to keep going bigger. Like it's going to get boring, or the formula is just going to get tiring. Yeah. I just felt like they might fly too close to the sun. But seeing this trailer, it does seem like a proper ending to
proper
this
send
new,
off
like trilogy, and it's bringing back the character. Like usually when a reboot comes up, like you'll have them bring the characters from the original movies from the get-go, and they didn't do that. They waited until the last one for Jeff Goldblum to show up. He was in it for very little, but this time they brought the whole trio. And I think that's amazing. And I'm really excited. They seem to be like playing homage to the classic one, even like the soundtrack, everything just kind of tuned in very nicely on this trailer. And although I think this movie has gotten delayed because it was originally slated for earlier pre-pandemic
last year. I believe it was last year.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't pre-pandemic, but I guess what I'm trying to say is like pre-pandemic, they had slated a schedule.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it feels like even though there's been a delay, like they're not rushing through the process. They've released minor teases here and there, but they're not giving us too much. And I think this trailer did a good job of just now letting us know a little bit more about the tone and everything. But there's been movies that get delayed because of the pandemic that once you get back to the trailers or once you get back into the movie, it felt rushed, and you're kind of thinking to yourself like, what did y'all do in the delay? Like y'all could have made this better. You didn't have to rush this. But this movie, it seems like even from its original release, they had a strategy of not rushing too much, and I think just what they gave us here was great. It's excellent, and it had a healthy blend of both the new movie or both the new cast and the OG cast to where I think it's going to complement the movie well.
Yeah, no, I have to agree with you there, man. And so, for me I'm not a Chris Pratt fan. I'll say that right now. I enjoyed him in the first one. I thought the second one was just, we're talking about the new trilogy. I thought the second one was just terrible. I did not like the second one. I hated the idea of like, let's just let the little girl press the button and then all the dinosaurs just escaped and they just. I just wasn't for it. I was like, what? They're gonna have dinosaurs in LA? They're gonna be not only shootings in LA, but they're gonna be like looters, and now what are they gonna eat? The homeless? Like, I was just like, what story can they really mythologize out of here? Like, where can they go off of to conclude? Well, I didn't know they were gonna conclude after this, but to next story after, because obviously they can't just release the stars. Or to release the dinosaurs and be like, oh, we're done. No, you can't do that, and so. But knowing that they were bringing the originals, I was all like, dude, like, I mean, I want the story to be strong, or you already have me 80, 90% that I'm going to enjoy this movie because you're bringing all three of them back. Ever since the first one, they never been together. Yeah. Like, they never been together. And I'm all like, because I love The Lost World. I know it's weird to say that because The Lost World with Jeff Goldblum, I love it. It's weird. Okay, I don't know if this is with you. If I were to rank all the Jurassic Park movies, the OG trilogy, it's hard because like I would say the weakest would probably, I don't even know, because there's like so many certain things of each character and each actor / actress that I love so much. It's like it's so familiar to me to where like it's hard. It's so terribly hard for me to like say, oh hey, I'm going to rank this one the worst, but it's like, dude, I love certain scenes of it and I can't live without it. And I can't, I just love it. For me, I would, it's tough because it's like, Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, it's just, they make me laugh at certain things. To be honest, let's see if they really take dabs at each other. I really hope they do. I hope so they do, because to me, that the original trilogy, the original Jurassic Park movie, the reason why I love the first one so much was because their chemistry on camera was with Laura Dern. I mean, dude, look what Laura Dern has done. Oh my God, she is A-list actress. I mean, God, there's so many movies I can mention. To know that she's come to so far away from Jurassic Park, it's like, she's not only known for Jurassic Park. And it's like, I'm excited to see what acting chops she's got out of Sam Neill as well, Jeff Goldblum, to really see them carry that chemistry on screen. I really am excited to see where these characters go, man. I really am. I'm excited to see where have they developed, how they've been busy, have they been keeping up with the news, do they know what's going on, how they know that John Hammond, all that stuff. And I also did love as well. I do love how the story started off with John Hammond talking and all that. That was beautiful. I love that. And also, this does answer our simple question that this does conclude the franchise. So this will conclude the franchise, guys. It says the epic conclusion. I'm sad that it's ending. Are you sad it's ending, Lex?
Well,
it had to end somewhere, right? It had to end something, because they could have done another movie.
They're gonna bring it back in like 5 years. 6 years.
They're gonna bring it back in 2 years, and it's gonna be dinosaurs in space. Dinosaurs in space. No, not Fast and Furious, right?
I think we might see it come back like at one point, but maybe new cast or whatever. But no, I'm excited. Like, I don't want to say I'm sad because like it had to happen.
Yeah.
And these movies, if you think about it, this new trilogy, whether it's the pandemic or not, like they've taken their time in terms of how many years passed by before the sequel, because between the first one and the second one, I still think there is a little bit of time. Let me see. Jurassic. While I look this up. So Jurassic World, 2015, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, 3 years, and then now Jurassic World Dominion, June 10th. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed.
No, I don't think so.
But if you think about it, that's 4 years, 3 years, 4 year difference. Like, typically you're used to these movies. I would have to double check like what the original trilogy, like how long they took. But with big franchises nowadays, we're used to like a 2 year release.
Sometimes cadence. Even shorter, like I would say, average 2 years. I would say you're right. Sometimes. Yeah. And
now, the first Jurassic Park actually took 4 years between the first and the second one, now that I think about it. And actually, damn, they actually took their time with those too.
Yeah.
because the third one was also 4 years after. I mean, that was back in the day, though. That was the 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they took their time more
In
with
early
this, but-
2000s.
yeah, 90s and early 2000s. So I mean, maybe that's kind of why they played it to this cadence, because they felt
True.
like, you know, it worked for the first trilogy.
I mean, yeah, I totally agree with you there. You know, I'm at the same time though, I'm all like, how many times are we going to see dinosaurs eat animals? I mean, dinosaurs eat like humans. Like, how many times are you going to see that? You know, but I'm still excited for this. I'm excited for the OG. I'm excited for all this stuff. Definitely gonna be a trailer to watch, guys. Yeah, I'm definitely excited for this. I can't wait for this movie to come out, man. Fallen Kingdom was horrible. See, I'm the same way. See, I'm not the only person that thought of this, right? I mean, Lex, did you like Fallen Kingdom?
That's the one that I said, like, I enjoyed, but like, if I there was that aspect of, I think one of the that was the one that the dinosaur was like engineered or some shit like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that part. I liked some elements of it. Some of the stuff I did enjoy, but I don't want to call it horrible, because I'd have to watch it again to really pair it up. But all I remember is it not being as first as the first one, for sure.
Well, is it weird to say that I could rank the new trilogy as of right now? Obviously, we haven't seen the one's gonna come out. But if I were to rank, you know, I would say Jurassic Fallen Kingdom is the worst out of this new trilogy. You know, it was definitely weird. It was a weird story. Yeah. And you know, me being not a Chris Pratt fan, I didn't like his comedy too much. Again, though, this is me not liking dry humor. I know everyone says you got to watch Parks and Recreation. I did. I don't like Parks and Recreation. I don't like The Office. So it's like, you know, it's just one of those. I know, man. I'm gonna get hated on the comments. I'm gonna get hated on so badly. But dude, I like Schitt's Creek. I mean, I'm the unpopular opinion, I guess, kind of guy. And you know, to each his own, guys. If you enjoy those shows, I mean, by all means, enjoy them, rerun them, because I'm pretty sure everyone still reruns them. You know, I was the very weirdo that liked sitcoms, like that 70s show.
That 70s show.
Yeah, Grounded for Life. I don't know if you saw Grounded for Life. That's another sitcom. That's like an old school kid sitcom. But yeah, man, I definitely, Goldblum is Goldblum is the best. You definitely. Kind of strange how they featured a drive-in. You know, I'm actually kind of excited for that, because I wanted to see a different setting. Because I'm trying to think. I don't think that we've ever seen, like, I think that was the whole point of them getting lost in our world. Not lost in world, but lost in our world. That's why I kind of feel like that they want to place dinosaurs in certain areas that we've never seen them before, which is very different. But again, plenty of food. Oh, plenty to eat in downtown LA and Austin. Definitely, man. I would say that definitely. Fallen Kingdom was horrible. Took place in a house, was weird. Oh, look, my cousin Ryan is canceled. See that? I tell you, dude. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, definitely different. Don't forget about Malcolm in the Middle. Oh my God, yes, Malcolm
in the Middle was great.
Yeah, great shows. Yeah. But all right, guys. Now our main topic for today. I know it took a little while, but it was great stuff we mentioned here that we loved, and a lot of nostalgia. And we went up to Ice Cube Super Bowl coming up, which I got to bet this coming Sunday.
Oh, not Ice Cube. You mean Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre?
Oh, I'm sorry, Snoop Dogg and Eminem. I'm sorry. Well, we found out that Ice Cube was coming to San Antonio.
40.
But Eminem, I mean, dude, they're gonna sing the next episode. I'm excited for that song. I love it. Ready when I was a wannabe gangsta. All right, man. So let's get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about the Book of Boba Fett. The Book of Boba Fett. Lex, I'm gonna let you go on and talk about this show. What was your expectations out of here? Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? I mean, did it go the way you wanted it to go? And I'll let you go first, because I have a huge rant, a huge list of notes here that I'm gonna go on, because I mean, I'll be honest with you. I did not like the show. I'll go ahead and bounce, but that's not to say that I did not enjoy things in the show. I enjoyed a lot of things in the show, but I did not like this show overall.
And this is spoilers?
We're talking spoilers. They already came out Wednesday. Full on spoilers, all episodes. You can, let's talk this out, man. I mean, this is a lot of information, a lot of stuff that happened that didn't happen, that why did it happen, and all this stuff. But I mean, what did you think of this show, man? I mean, did it meet your expectations at all, or?
It met my expectations, but my expectations were low. Like, it exceeded in some areas, but it's not because it delivered on things that I was not expecting, because there were things not related to Boba Fett. As far as like the Boba Fett show and what the Book of Boba set out to do and the story that it took us through, I thought it was okay. I wanted to like the show because I had low expectations, and I was like, I want the show to prove me wrong. And it did in some stuff. Like, everyone knows what I'm alluding to. Like, the episodes that weren't about Boba were the best episodes, like by far, like by 100 miles. And that's like, okay, it was a nice surprise, but then you look back at the show and you're like, well, what does that say about the show? And what does that say about Boba Fett, the character? Boba Fett is such a beloved character. I think, before he was a legend and he was a badass. And honestly, like, I respect Boba Fett and I like what they did in some aspect with this character. But honestly, even in the original trilogy, even growing up as a kid, I did see, I always had it in the back of my head of like, people really like Boba Fett. He had no lines, and he, at the time, we thought he died, right?
Yeah.
And he died in a very like stupid way at the time. So like, in the back of my head, aside from his design and his cool thing, I just never understood how hyped Boba was. And I can get hate from that, but you just gotta understand, like, from my point of view, like, once again, with no lines, with all actions, which some characters with all actions are able to do a lot.
Yeah.
But he was there for 2 of the 3 movies, and on the wait, was it? No. Was he there only for the last one?
No, what are you talking about? In the OG trilogy? No, he was in all 3.
He showed up on
New Hope.
New Hope? Oh shit, my bad. That's my bad. I gotta rewatch the new trilogy.
But he was actually, if I'm not mistaken, he was edited in there.
Okay, that might have been it. I never watched the edit, the digital shit.
But if you watch it, the one that's on Disney Plus,
is that the edited one?
He's in there.
Oh no, I have to watch the OG one.
Yeah,
because they might have added. Did they add him just like in the background? Like, do you know, or something like that?
No, he's right next to Jabba. Whenever Jabba, but yeah, like he was in the special. Like, okay, yeah, thank you, David. Yeah, so Bubba was not in the 1977 Star Wars, but was in the special edition. But technically, okay. All right. To get technical here, the ones that I own, he's not in there. But the ones that are on Disney, if I'm not mistaken, I could be totally wrong, guys.
No, I think
the ones that are on Disney Plus, Bubba's in there.
Yeah, no, I never saw those. I've seen the OG, and that's it. I have the OG. I've seen clips of the remaster or whatever. It's bullshit. Anyway, so that's right. And so he had a minimal role in the trilogy, in the original trilogy. But once again, like, I never saw it. I thought he was cool as a kid. I thought his design was cool. All those things, all those elements, sells toys, whatever, etc. So when he came out of Mandalorian, I was pretty excited. I was like, okay, cool. Like, because it had been a long time speculating that Boba never died. He's alive. There's a comic about it, etc. And so I was like, Mandalorian showing us a little bit of that and placing little hints here and there. And I was like, okay, that's cool. They're hyping this up. They're hyping the return.
Yeah.
And he returns. And I think that's satisfied. Like, just him returning, him showing up, them partnering up, and having that cool sequence where they're defending while Grogu is like meditating and calling out to Jedis. Like, they had that whole episode, and it was great. I thought that's all we needed to see. And I mean, at the end of Mandalorian, like it shows how he becomes he goes to I forget his name, the dude that went after Jabba's place. Bob, is it Fortuna? No, maybe Bib Fortuna, something like that.
Oh, his like minion
The
or
one that
whatever.
he killed
Yeah.
at the end of the Mandalorian, like I said,
Yeah.
after credits or whatever. I even thought that's all we needed. I was like, that's a cool after credit scene. He came back, he took what's his, and he's on the throne. Period. But then they said like Book of Boba coming, whatever. And I was like, okay, is that a show? Is that a movie? Blah blah blah, whatever. I never saw it. Even from the announcement, I did not see the why behind it. I thought they satisfied, what I needed, at least personally. Maybe other fans wanted more, but I just never saw the why. And then watching the show, I don't think they answered that question. Like they never gave me a reason why. And granted, with the Mando episode,
Damn.
I mean that for me probably serves the why. But if that's the case, just give me Mando season 3 with an extra 3 episodes on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it felt like a side quest on the bigger like journey. Like if you're a gaming person, it just felt like a side quest. That's one of those where it didn't. I don't know. It's
Okay.
Once again, the Mandalorian stuff, the Grogu stuff, that's great. I think it gave us a head start on season 3 because
On
now
season
season
three,
3, Grogu's there from the get-go. Like I was actually speculating like how season 3 of Mandalorian would go without Grogu present.
Yeah.
And so now they've answered the question. He is going to be there from the get-go. But once again, they could have just done that.
Mhm.
And well, actually, no, I don't know. Anyways, I'm glad it's over. Not because I'm just glad it's over because now, okay, let's focus in on the things that are working and maybe double down on things. But it was a side project, and I hope that they learn from it because I don't know the numbers behind it, but I'm assuming that it didn't perform as well as they wanted to.
Okay. All right. All right, man. So you ready for this? I wrote a few notes here. I turned this on accident when you were talking. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I heard it.
And someone said, I heard a dark saber. But dude, it's crazy how like this thing is like, is just, anyways. You can't fight with the saber, Mando, you can't fight with it, you have to use it. So let's take a second back. Let's because this is gonna be a long rant. We're at 53 minutes. Get ready, because this will be 30-minute talk right here. Okay.
Jesus.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Star Wars fans to be exact. Let's talk about this. Let's break it down real quick. Lex, correct me if I'm wrong on certain things, because I do get wrong on certain things because I am human.
Same, dude.
Fact check me. I'll tell you. Okay. These are the lessons to learn on the Book of Boba Fett. 7 episodes review, this limited whatever, or season 1. It's just a limited series. We'll call it a limited series because they're not going to do a season 2. I bet you money. I bet you $100 they're not going to do a season 2. This is one and done for its own reason and we got the reason out of it at this whole episode series. Okay. So rule number 1, or lesson number 1, fan service needs to properly have a story built on it. When I mean by fan service, now let's talk about this show. We're going to talk about spoilers here. There's a lot of fan service in this series, and that could also poison itself. The prime example of just a great fan service, let's be honest here, fan service was Spider-Man No Way Home with Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and Tom Holland. That was fan service. Let's be honest there. That did not have to be in the movie. If that was not it was fan service to us. The whole concept of the whole story arc was fan service to all of us. It really was. Like, to bring Toby in, they didn't have to do that. Marvel did not have to do that at that, because they were already making money. They knew they were going to make money on a different story and whatever, because it's Spider-Man. Now, with this series here, with the Star Wars, what I mean by fan service, I mean by giving us exactly the way Boba Fett survived. Exactly to the teeth of how he survived, right? Okay. okay, that makes sense. Whatever, give us that little fan service. I thought, and let's be honest here, it was that first episode where we got how he got out, which was totally fine. To be honest, I didn't need that. I really didn't. Before watching this series, I really thought it was gonna be somewhat of an essence of the Dark Lord, or the underground of the crime. Like, pretty much, like, I thought it was going to be like the Godfather. He was going to take over the throne, and then he's going to have to beat up, kill people, say, I'm in town, and all this stuff, and take over, don't have mercy, and just annihilate Tatooine and say, I'm taking over. This is Boba Fett now. Like, this is me, right? Which I would have been okay with, to be honest. I really would have. But Boba Fett's not my favorite character. I'll say that right now. He's my least favorite character in the Star Wars universe. But to be that in perspective, Cad Bane. Now, Cad Bane, you know, people did not know a lot about him. They really didn't. And if you didn't watch Clone Wars, you didn't know anything about this guy. You did not know crap about who he was, what he did, or anything like that. So let's be honest there. You wouldn't have known anything about him. So the fact that he was actually in the context of the story, we're talking about the season finale. So the season finale, we get Cad Bane and Bubba really have this, like, I don't know if you know this, Lex, but Cad Bane actually trained Bubba a little bit for a few years. He was under his wing, a bounty hunter, because obviously Cad Bane's a bounty hunter. And Cad Bane, you know, he's awesome, man. I really did. I loved him. I loved him so much in Clone Wars. He got away from Count Dooku, Obi-Wan, Anakin. No Jedi or Sith could contain this mother. Like, he was awesome. He was great. He was a really great bounty hunter. He did a lot in Clone Wars. He really did. I don't know if you ever saw Clone Wars. Did you see Clone Wars? Okay, well, he plays not a major role, but he plays like a side. He's like the major bounty hunter at that time period of the Clone Wars. And, you know, accepting money from the Sith, from everybody, you know, and he really, he you know, he was great. I loved him as a character. I really did. I enjoyed him as a character. He had so much character development. But okay, let's put that aside. My next, and this is still on fan service, right? Why the Rancor? Tell me. So that season finale, what I'm talking about, the season finale, and this is a lot because I'm going to go be jumping back and forth. So the season finale of the Book of Boba Fett, he goes back, and this is the thing that I enjoyed it for what it was, but I was all like, why in the F would you go? These are like these big droid roly-poly things that look like an updated version of since the Clone Wars, because they have shields, they look just like them, they're just a lot bigger, right? Is Boba Fett stupid? Like, let's be honest here. Is he an idiot? Does he not know his history? Does he not know that he grew up in the Clone Wars? Does he not know he was on Geonosis when his dad died? Did he not know that he was like all this logic, Star Wars logic, it's like gone out of his brain or what? Because it looked like he didn't know anything. And then also taking the nod on Mando, saying, "Oh, you bother with that creed," like disrespecting Mando because he accepts the creed. Is like, oh, you believe in that? He didn't say rubbish, right? He did not say rubbish, but he was like pretty much saying like, oh, you believe in that nonsense. And it's like, dude, you're a clone for one, because a lot of people are like, isn't he Mandalorian? No, he's not Mandalorian. He's a clone. He's a clone. Jango, and that's the thing too, is that like when you start questioning everything, like you already said it, Lex. You said it already from the beginning. Whenever you started this, whenever you started talking about Boba Fett, was that when you start questioning, why is Bubba doing this? Why are we seeing Bubba do this? Why is Boba Fett doing this? Like, it almost creates that essence of like, why do you make us say these things to our characters if the story's, because you know why? Because the story's not strong enough, man. For my personal opinion, the story was not strong enough in that. Now, going back to the Rancor situation, the Rancor, you know, I did not like that. I did not like he brought that. He should have brought his ship. Why didn't he bring his Boba Fett ship? Why didn't he bring his ship to annihilate them? Knock everybody out. I just didn't need. It was stupid because I was like, first off, there's no armor on the damn thing. So if they just keep shooting, that's why it was kind of cheesy. Whenever like they were like, oh, we were shooting fast earlier, but when the Rancor shows up, we're not gonna shoot as fast now. We're gonna take our time turning, and it just, that annoyed the hell out of me, dude. I was all like, oh my god, like what is going on here? Like this show is so it's getting cheesy. Yeah, and that's the thing, is that, you know, it just, it sucks because it's like, you know, I wanted this. I wanted something different out of the show. I really did. Now here's this number 2 lessons to learn. Bad, terrible pacing kills the main plot. Do you agree, Lex?
Yeah.
Now, when I mean bad pacing, let's go into details here. What I mean is when you're shifting, okay, flashbacks, they work for a certain degree, right? They do. They work for a certain degree, certain things when you get flashbacks, because we saw Mando have a flashback. Okay. Now you can tell I'm mad by now, right? Got myself mad. Now, in all respect though, it's like, why didn't you just, oh my God, why didn't you just put all that Tusken Raider? If you want the Tusken Raiders to have this nostalgic story and to show us a different side of the Tusken Raiders, that's fine. Why didn't you just put it in one episode and name it, like, I don't even know, like the rebirth of Boba Fett? Call it something to where, like, it kind of gives us like, okay, this episode's a whole flashback. Let's be honest here. That's origin, or that rebirth, or him coming back to life and him figuring out himself again and getting his strength back. That rebirth, whatever you want to call it, you know, it took 3 episodes, dude. It took 3 episodes. The first 3, like, first one, okay, all right, fine. Well, I'm enjoying it. Second one, what are they doing with this? The third one was like, really? You're showing they couldn't put this part, edit this part in and put in the second or the first episode? Like, it didn't make any sense to me. Call me crazy, man. Call me crazy, dude. You know, that is like, why didn't you just put it in 1 episode and a half? If you want to put it in the 1.5 episode and show us that. Start off your freaking series with that. And then show us what's happening, our current situation, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny too, because you're not the only one to think that. You're not the only one to think that, you know, the best episodes were with Grogu and Mando. Now, let's go to that real quick. Okay. Again, Lex, call me crazy, man. So those episodes that we got of Ahsoka and Luke, you know, I enjoyed them, but they weren't needed. They were not needed, man. To me, they weren't needed. Like, why put them in the book of... When I mean that we weren't needed, I mean they weren't needed in the book of Boba Fett. They didn't make any point into the story. Oh, y'all, watch, Star Wars fans will be like... Because I seen it on comments. They're like, oh, well, you know, Mando went over there and all this stuff. Okay, but Mando... They could have released like a Mandalorian special of those 2 episodes and then go back to the... Like, it really did not... We didn't need that. We didn't need to see that. We really didn't, because it's like, okay, and then they bring in Ahsoka again with the fan service. Everyone loved Luke. Let's just put Luke in there. Let's just throw Luke in there. Let's just throw Luke training Grogu. Even though Ahsoka said in the past, this is where I kind of get mad, where Ahsoka literally says, I'm not gonna train him. I'm not gonna, like, to be honest, I thought we weren't gonna see her until her Ahsoka series. If I'm not, like, you know. Call me crazy, but, you know, she said she wasn't going to train Grogu to begin with. Him. No, I know, but it's like, what is she, like, it didn't make any sense to me, because Ahsoka to me, and you know, I love Ahsoka. She's one of my favorite top 4 characters of the Star Wars universe. And to know that, like, you know, she said, oh, I'm a friend to the family and all this stuff, because that's true. But it's fan service, and you have to be careful with that, because you give us too much fan service, I feel like it's going to destroy the show, you know. And it sucks too, because this is Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. Robert Rodriguez directed the episodes, but Filoni, you know, and that's the thing too. Filoni, you know, I feel like a lot of people were like arguments. There were arguments online. This is online. They were like, well, Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, they know what they're doing. Well, do they? They made this show. They put in their input on this show. Do they really know what they're doing now?
Well, they wrote it.
The
episodes were written, most of them. And
well, there you go.
Robert Rodriguez he directed like 4, but Dave Filoni directed the one with Mando, and Bryce Dallas Howard directed the first one with Mando. I think Dave Filoni directed the one with Luke.
No, I'm talking about the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Bryce Dallas Howard directed the Mandalorian episode, the one where it was all about Mando.
Yeah.
And then Dave Filoni, I think, directed the one with Luke Skywalker.
Okay, and see, there you go, man. I mean, there you go. I mean, it shows.
So I'm trying to clarify, because I think what you're saying is that they didn't need to be in Book of Boba Fett, but I liked what those episodes had regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I think they needed to show us those episodes to see what Grogu was doing. It does feel like it was mainly like a pit stop so that Grogu gets like a power up and all that stuff. But I like the moments. I like the callback. Like they're showing Luke starting his school that then ties out to the new trilogy, however you feel about that, but it's still tying it at different points of time. Luke looked a lot better than the Mandalorian finale. That was good to see.
But to put it where it's at, though, it didn't make sense.
Where
like those episodes,
on those episodes,
like the format. So those episodes where we get Luke and all that, that could have been at the. I mean, again, call me crazy. That could have been at the end. You're right. It was a pit stop, but it's like, is this? It sucks because for fans too, because it's like all the fans are like, oh man, the Luke Skywalker episode was just the greatest of the series, and I'm all like, dude, this is about the Book of Boba Fett. Why are they doing this?
Get your gripe then.
Yeah,
so I get that.
That's my point.
They interrupted.
That's my point. Yeah,
they interrupted the show, but for me, like the show didn't give me anything better, so I'm not mad about that. If any, like I would have been more mad if the Book of Boba Fett and what that show did, if that's all it did. At least I'm happy that I got out of this experience. I got those episodes that I actually really enjoyed with Mando, and then the Luke story. Like that was great to see, and it was super exciting. I mean, that's the same episode where Cad Bane showed up at the end. So, like, I get what you're saying. It's like why? That's not what the Book of Boba Fett was supposed to do. But when the Book of Boba Fett wasn't doing stuff, for me at least, like I'm just like that. I came out of those. Like I'm like, yes, those. Like I mean, I'm the one who said it at the beginning. Like like that. Those Mandalorian adventure, getting Grogu or making the decision of Grogu, showing Luke, all that stuff, showing Ahsoka, that could have been at the beginning of Mandalorian season 3. But I'm glad that they happened, and I was okay with the way that they happened. And yeah, like maybe Ahsoka, like I mean, they brought it up in the show. Like Mandalorian asked her, like, why are you here? Like you said that you weren't going to train him, but she's like, I'm a friend of the family. So that to me was a good moment.
That was fan
like,
service.
We had never, but I mean, when the fans are watching, like, I mean, servicing needs to happen.
Let's be honest. Okay, let's be honest here. Movie studios do not need to do fan service. They don't.
But that's the thing.
They don't.
What's the definition of fan service? Because
tell me. Happy. Okay, all right. Okay, look. No. Okay. Let me give you an example. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this. In Clone Wars, Cad Bane, he was created by Dave Filoni, right? Okay. Yeah. He did fan service here. I enjoyed him so much in here. But what can you tell me? What fucking significant story did he have on the whole Boba Fett? Like, he came in, 2 scenes? And then it's like, it didn't have any significance in the story. I get it. Bring Cad Bane. That's awesome. I wanted that. That was so amazing seeing him. His costume was brilliant. I loved everything about him. I did. I love that he was in this series. But at the same time, in the back of my head, I'm all like, why even bring him in here? Like, it didn't make any sense. The way he died, too, that was stupid. I was like, this guy has survived Jedi.
I hope that he is alive and they pull it out of their ass. I hope that he didn't die.
No, he's gone,
I remember I texted my friend Andrew and I said, dude, it's stupid if they killed him. But I didn't like that part. But I think the problem is then the execution and not the fan service, because the fan service is... So fan service without execution is wrong. But shows and movies trying to do fan service with proper execution is fine. So that's why I'm not critical to the fan service. When people say like, oh, it's fan service, I'm like, well, I mean, like I said, who's watching the show?
I get that. No, I get that. No. You don't have to, though.
We have to create a distinction. The problem was with the execution and not with the act of wanting to serve as the fans.
No.
Because the act of wanting to serve as the fans gave us Cad Bane live action.
No, that was the fan service.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
No. Okay. I didn't want if they were going to the drawing board and like if that's why it didn't make sense to me, because they feel I was just like, if you go to the drawing board before you even film, you're like, okay, we're gonna add Cad Bane in this story arc and we're gonna put him in here. I would have told you cut it. Like, if I would cut it, don't even put him in there. He's not gonna make a major part. That's fan service. That we don't need to do that. We can do that. To be honest, I think he would have been a better fit in the Mando season 3. I feel like he would have been a better fit. As far as
I agree, but when you bring him up, then isn't that fan service?
Not necessarily, because you're getting no.
I think you have the definition of fan service mixed up.
No. It's
because
not.
If you're saying that it was fan service to bring him in the show, it's going to be fan service next season. If you bring him in the show next season, you just wanted to change the execution. You think that execution-wise, would have been better
where he was put. I didn't want him in this book of Boba Fett. I did not want him in here. It was cool to see him,
okay. So
I didn't want him in here in this show. That's my point.
So what do you declare as fan services? The fact that he appeared on this show, or the fact that
he appeared on this show when there was too much fan service in it. I think the reason why, I know what you're saying. The reason why, though, I feel like because there was too much fan service in this series. Maybe that's why. There was way too much fan service in this series. When I mean in this whole series as a whole. Because a lot of people were just like, oh, Luke Skywalker is the best episode. That's the best episode. And then, let's be honest.
Would you say, because I'm sorry to interrupt, it's because you made a comparison at the start of this discussion where like No Way Home was fan service, but it was great, right?
Yeah, because it made sense to the story.
That's what okay, because No Way Home, you could consider it being a lot of fan service because you're getting Electro, the Lizard.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. But it made sense for the show. I mean, for the movie, it made sense though.
So once again, you're having problem with the fact that whether
story.
Or not it made sense.
Story.
So you're not having a problem with the fact that it's fan service, because No Way Home was fan service, but it was done right and the story made sense. So once again, all I'm saying is I think you have a problem with the execution, not the act of servicing the fans.
In this case, I know what you're saying. In this case, I didn't want him in this series, though. That's the thing with me. I did not want him in this series. That was my concern. And that's why I didn't want him in there. I thought he was going to come and leave and be gone, and we would see him in season 3. But then he was only in like 2 scenes and he died. I was just like, dude, at least David says you're right, man. So I mean, dude, I'm just saying, but
I get it though. Once again, I told my friend, it's the first thing I texted him when I finished the show, is if they killed Cad Bane, it's stupid because I thought he was badass. I haven't seen Clone Wars. I knew of his existence, but I found him.
Cad Bane was really old. Oh, come on, man.
He was cool in the show. I hope they didn't kill him, because if they did kill him, I know why they did it, and it was to go through that story that Boba, he killed and he wasn't stopped, and that's stupid.
That's just my perspective there. I get you. Yeah, so too much fan service when not executed well. I agree. All right, agree to disagree.
No, and that's fine. You can hold, because I have this argument with a lot of people as well. When they've talked about DC, and they've talked about even Zack Snyder, they've talked about fan service, and I always have trouble with the concept, because for me it's once again like if someone complains of a company making customers happy.
But that movie, I mean, let's be honest there. That movie, it's fan service to us. Warner Brothers did not. He did his own time. He wasn't getting paid for that. So that is.
You mean Snyder? Yeah. No.
That whole movie is fan service to us.
I get it. It's just once again, and I do know that the context in which most people use the word fan service is in regards to that of putting stuff for the sake of putting stuff in there, right? But I like to think of deconstructing the act of being fan servicey.
Yeah.
It's about making the fans happy, and I think people shouldn't get shamed for doing that. However, yes, if you do it for the bad reasons, or if you do it and you're ruining things more than you're making things better, that's bad. You kind of put all your eggs in one basket, and you kind of So I agree with the
sentiment. I like that.
It's liking that.
See, thank you for checking me, man. See, that's why you're on the show. All right, so number three. There's one more. There's more. Number 3.
Bro, we've been through 6.
Number 3. Any understanding of the Star Wars characters. Now, when we got out of this Boba Fett, here is my major concern. So, we go into this story, right? Boba Fett's in here. He's in this. He wants to take over Tatooine and all that stuff. He wants to take over like the pretty much, you know, where Jabba's palace and all that. Now, for some reason in the season finale, again, correct me if I'm wrong. Like I always say, I was so mad because he's all like, "These are my people and these are my people," and all this. I was like, when the F were they ever your people? Like, where did you grow up with them? Like, did I miss? I feel like I missed something there. He had kept saying, "These are my people" and all this stuff. I can't leave them behind, dude. You're a freaking bounty hunter. You used to be a bounty hunter. You didn't give a crap about anybody. You didn't even talk in the original OG. What are you talking about? Like, dude, like, it didn't make any sense to me on that. Again, call me crazy, Lex. Am I wrong? I mean, he didn't have any. It's almost like they try to create this connection between him and the villagers, and it's like weird because that's not true. That was stupid. That's poor writing. That's what that is.
I agree with it not making sense. Like the dots didn't connect all the time. There's clearly been a long time since the first trilogy came out, since Boba Fett happened. And to modernize the character and add depth to him, right? They wanted to take him on this journey of being more compassionate and becoming like a leader that's not ruling with fear like Boba did. Not Boba, like Jabba did, wanting to detach from that. I think if done correctly, that narrative was strong. However, the way they went about it, when this character, when the show picks up shortly after the events of Empire Strike, I'm sorry, not Empire Strike,
Mandalorian.
No, well, yes, but even Mandalorian, like the events are all happening after Return of the Jedi, right?
Yeah.
So, because that's the movie where like Boba died.
Well, the last movie, yeah.
Yeah. So then this is taking place. The Empire has already fallen, right? Mm-hmm. It takes place after the events of the Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
And when the Boba that we met then just clearly does not match the Boba that we're in now. And I know like the Tusken, I think there was a mention where the whole thing with Tusken Raiders, like it might have taken a period of like a year or something. I think there was a mention of more specific, like maybe 1 or 2 years or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. But that's still not enough to take what we used to know as a voiceless, like badass, bounty hunter that worked with the likes of Darth Vader, to then turn into this character. And I think
to turn into this weakling, like this weak person that just like, I'm gonna stand away from Jabba, dude. I wanted fierce. I wanted fierce though. I wanted like
you wanted a different. I get you.
I wanted a different idea.
Might have been more interesting.
That was so stupid. I was just like, I'm gonna rule with loyalty, but dude, great loyalty is, it's different because it's like, I mean, remember Jabba's whole philosophy was fear, and he had fear. I mean, he was there for a long time,
Well, I appreciate Boba wanting to step away from that when he realized once again, like, we've been doing shit jobs for people, like shitty people, like
that makes sense. I love that idea,
but well, I get you, and that's what the show was trying to go for, and I agree, like. Maybe the fierce and the badass and the rule by force like would have been cool to see on Boba. I mean, it would have been more alike to the character. I still would have been okay with what they tried to go for if it was done right. I think the Tusken Raider thing, they tried to make that his moment of turn, but I think it would have been more interesting to see
in one episode.
Perhaps, yeah. It would have been more interesting to see maybe his change of heart and the change of how he wants to be a leader. Like, just maybe show him through his point of view, like look at the impact of the Empire and the fall of the Empire, and being able to understand, like, hey, these are the people that I work with, these are the people that I associated myself with, and it's for what, like, you know, there would have been different stories that could have illustrated his wanting to change, and perhaps he could have seen that the fall of the Empire has, when the Empire falls, other people fall, and other communities start breaking down and breaking apart. And they tried to do this thing where, like, okay, the Empire falls, and then there's evil people surge but it wasn't. It was all within. It was enclosed within Tatooine. If they had shown that there's bigger threats, and I think that's what Mandalorian did really well. Is like the Empire fell. Now there's bigger threats that are wanting to take the place of what the Empire once did, and Boba Fett just wasn't able to replicate that.
Yeah, and see, these are the lessons to learn. Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and everyone says trust in them. I trust my heart and everything in them when it comes to the Star Wars stuff. But they need to learn this lesson. Now, the next series coming up is Obi-Wan. Now, I don't want 3 episodes of Obi-Wan like, oh man, it sucks being here in this sand and Tatooine and all this crap. It's like, I don't want that. I don't.
I don't. Obi-Wan had soul before.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for Obi-Wan. I can't wait.
But I don't think that's I don't think that's written, or maybe Filoni and Favreau like chipped in as producer. I don't think so. I have to double check, but I know the director's not.
Yeah, director's oh my gosh, Don something with a C last name. I know that, but anyways, so like that's the next series of Star Wars next. The next one's actually Moonlight, but then after Moonlight, it's gonna be it's
Deborah Chow.
Oh, Deborah Chow. There you go. The first 3 episodes are all about Obi-Wan on Tatooine. See, but that's the thing though, is that I don't mind him on Tatooine. I don't. It's the fact that like it needs to carry a strong enough pace story, a strong enough story there. If he's on Tatooine trying to fight off people trying to kill Luke, that's awesome. But don't show us like him just like, oh look, I'm gonna find. Oh look, because let's be honest here. At the time where he's at, he is a fucking threat. He's a fucking threat to the damn Empire. He's a fucking threat to the Emperor. They're hunting Jedi. So, like, that's the thing, is that he has to be hiding. He's going to be hiding somewhere, and I want to see him that. I want to see him doing that. Hiding, just trying to hide and trying to hide his identity. And here's the thing. This is what I want. I'm calling it, Lex. Right now, on this movie talk show, I'm calling it, guys. Right now. The season finale is going to be Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul. Live action. Calling it. And of course, we know this from Rebels. Obi-Wan beats Darth Maul, of course, and kills him. And at the very end, Darth Maul's like, is he the chosen one? And Obi-Wan just says, yes. Yeah, you remember that? Oh my God. That animation, I want to see in live action. And I know the great stuff, the great acting of Ewan McGregor is just going to add on that special cherry on top of that sundae. I'm excited for Obi-Wan, but going back to this series, when we ask why on the main characters, why they even do, like, I hope they learn from this, because I feel like right now, when people talk so much shit about Justice League, I feel like I feel like everyone felt like this, like they're just split. Like everyone about the Josh Whedon cut. Let's not even call it the Josh Whedon cut of Justice League, because you feel like you have too many people trying to direct. And let's be honest here, that's the thing, is that where are we gonna see this happen? What do you call it? Make sure that the story is strong enough for the series. I feel like, in the Tusken Raiders stuff, that was cool. That was awesome. I loved it. There's a lot of things I loved in the show. I love we got a Rancor. I loved that we got, his ship back. I loved how, I loved how it was set up. Now, I love the Wookiee in there. That was amazing. God, the Wookiee just kicked that guy. That was beautiful. I love that. Hopefully we get more of that Wookiee. Now then, one of my major concerns has always been is that, like, Boba Fett, did you not learn anything? Like, you did not learn anything about what you've been through your whole entire life. I don't know if you know this. He actually came out a lot in Clone Wars, where he was trying to kill Mace Windu many times, and Bo-Katan was teaching him to do that. And so, in all, put that aside, right? And that's the thing, is that, like, it's just so hard because it's like, dude, why do you forget all the stuff you've been through? It doesn't make any sense for that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense.
I was torn in that sense, like, of, like, once again, it felt like the transition I think what I was trying to say earlier is like that this Boba is too different for the amount of time that it's passed between the show and the amount of time that it's passed in real life. Like it seems like it was slightly a different character altogether. And,
it really was, and I didn't like it one bit. Hopefully they learned their lesson. I don't think they're gonna make another Boba Fett of anything.
I think they keep him around, like if he pops in on Mandalorian or something like that. But I think they're gonna stay. I mean, timeline wise, this like I think he can show up in Ahsoka maybe, and then Mandalorian. Those are the only two. He can't show up on Obi-Wan Kenobi because that was before.
That's between. Oh, remember, Obi-Wan is between episode 3 and 4.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he could show up as a younger version, but it's fine. I think he might show up in Ahsoka, maybe.
Yeah, I would see that more. I mean, I feel like this is one and done. I feel like, and that's the thing too. And that's the thing too is that like I feel like Dave Filoni, the reason why they added those episodes of Luke and all them was because the story wasn't strong enough. I mean, let's be honest there. If the story was strong enough, why didn't they just add more episodes of Boba Fett? They know that's fans giving us the Mando early. This is like a Christmas present. I don't celebrate Christmas, but this is like a Christmas present given to us. Like, hey guys, here's Mando, here's Luke, here's Ahsoka, here's all the fan stuff that you guys loved in the last season of the Mando, of the Mandalorian. Yeah, this is everything you loved, and we're just gonna put it in there because we got like nothing else to like. We don't want this. The story wasn't strong enough. That's in my retrospect. That's when I come down to the conclusion. They need to learn everything. They need to stop with the like. They need to stop with the certain fan service, I guess. Yeah. Not give us too much. Again, I in my honest opinion, they gave me too much fan service in this series. Too much, and I feel like that's good. Where you're like, oh man, that's cool. But then when you come down to like the is this even the Book of Boba Fett? What are we watching? Is this the Mandalorian? Like everyone. You're not the only one. I was too. It's like, dude, this is the best episode of the series, and it's not even Boba Fett in it at all. At all. The whole time I was watching the series, the episode, I was all like, "Where's Boba Fett? Like, did I click something wrong? Is this a special feature of the Mandalorian? is this like a sneak peek? What am I watching?" And it sucks because you question that. So, I mean, it's definitely we're split on the decision. Yeah, definitely split. What do you give this rating, Lex, while we finish off, guys? And thank you so much for sticking with us for this long. We did not plan for this episode to be this long.
Yeah.
We wanted 30 minutes, but we went an hour and a half. Yeah, we tend to do that with Star Wars, though, man. We tend to do that. Yeah, we tend to do that. That's good, man. What are you going to give this rating?
Out of 10? If I count like the show, like not the Mando episodes, but
no, you have to count the whole. Whenever they count
them, like, but I guess like I'm rating the show and not those episodes.
That's funny how you say that in your head because it's like so true. Like, dude,
it's probably a 6 for me. Which, if y'all know me, like that's actually pretty low.
That's low, dude. Bro, you never rate. You always rate like an 8 or a 9 or a 10.
Those 2 episodes though, it's like a 10 and a 9.
Damn, those 2 episodes. Damn, and then the average.
But if you review the show as a whole, and once again, I had realistic expectations, but it's still. It's still under delivered in the sense that I don't think it did more. I think the mythos of Boba Fett was bigger before they had the show. And once again, I never got it even before that. But here, I know more about the character and I know where he's at now. But it's just the road there just wasn't as enjoyable as what we've been expecting from Disney Plus shows.
Definitely, man. I mean, I'm gonna have to give this a real solid. I'm gonna give this a solid 4. Do a solid 4. Yeah, 4. It's not too bad. 4 is not too bad. Yeah. Just because we got this in there. That's the only reason why.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I get chills when I see it in live action. I really do. And see, it's weird because I got chills when we first saw it in Clone Wars. And
Black Saber.
Yeah, Obi-Wan, the Dark Saber. Obi-Wan was the first one to actually in the not the comic books. We're not talking about that, but like animation / movies. Obi-Wan fought against someone who was wielding this, and
So
he beat him. He almost beat him. He almost did, but it was tough. He almost did. It was tough though. It really was. It goes back to where and that's the thing too. I really hope. Here's the thing. Did you know that Obi-Wan was in love? He was gonna leave the Jedi Order.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope we get those flashbacks. If we get those flashbacks, dude, oh man, I'm gonna be like, bro, like this 10. If it brings those flashbacks, dude, of him with the Queen and all this, dude, the Queen of Mandalore, the Mandalorian, you know, it's really gonna share, it's gonna connect that essence that, you know, and that's the thing too, is that like I kind of feel like, again, call me crazy, I kind of feel like maybe if it's done right, but they're going they're going back in time, which I don't like a lot movie wise, or it could be a show. They should capitalize on the Mando show, like the actual planet before the Empire destroyed it all, of the Mandalorians and all of them. Actually do a show about them, have the Queen, have and have an actual story. But again, it's like I don't like it when they start digging into the past, because like they can only go so far. Because they get wiped out. You know, the Empire wipes them out because they become a threat, because they're powerful warriors. Well, we should see them more. Mandalore, Mandalore. Thank you, David. Oh man, it's getting. See, we've been on for an hour and a half. I'm already messing up my words. Thank you, David. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. I gotta get you on here, man. I'll send you a message. I know I keep saying that, dude, but definitely, man. I'll get you on for Obi-Wan. I promise. Send me a message, private message. I'll get you on for the Obi-Wan series, because I know I'm excited for it. I can't wait to talk about it. But yeah, give it a solid 4, guys. And if you stuck with us this long, thank you so much, everybody out there, movie fans out there, Star Wars fans. We talked about everything, a lot of good stuff. Yep. Thank you so much, guys. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. Ryan680.
And this was Lex. Take care, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. Check y'all later. Oh, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Catch you later, guys.